you are gonna. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Annie Smiley, coming back at you guys with another video. So this is like one of two of my videos that I'm posting after giving birth. I will be posting a birth vlog or a postpartum vlog. Maybe I'll just like combine those two. I'm not too sure if I want to separate them. But that will be coming up after this video for sure. But yeah, so welcome back to my channel. If you hear baby crying or making noise, he's just sleeping right now. But yeah, so as you can tell by the title, it is a video about working at Starbucks. I feel like I've done this trend for pretty much 2 or 3 of my previous jobs. I have worked at many places, so if you guys want to know what it's like working at X, Y, and Z, if I've worked there, I will let you guys know. But yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into the video before he wakes up and then I have to go. So what is like working at Starbucks? First of all, Starbucks has to be one of my favorite jobs that I've ever worked at. I'm not even capping, I'm not lying. This is like honestly the best job I've ever had. Not only making the drinks were fun, but you get tips. The pay was alright. The basic pay was alright, but tips were fun. For me, my favorite part was making the drinks, and then you get to try the drinks. You know what I'm saying? So every new drinks that came, you literally make them and you try them yourself. So that's what I like. So as you know, first of all, like when you go into Starbucks, they always have a uniform on. For us, we weren't allowed to wear jeans, but we could wear like casual attire, but you have to have your Starbucks apron and then your name tag. The hardest thing for me working at Starbucks was the cash register. Just because you have to, I don't know if it's the same because the Starbucks that I worked at was in Macy's, so it was like a franchise of Starbucks, not the actual Starbucks. So I don't know if their registers are a little different. But yeah, so the being at register was the most challenging for me because I did not like it. Because one, you have to speak to customers, you have to get the line like up and going, and it's never ending sometimes, especially during the holidays. Oh my goodness. So you have to write the person's name on the cups. I know now the Starbucks in general, they print out patients. They print out the customer's name and like the drink that they order. But the franchise Starbucks that I worked at, you literally have to handwrite it. So I would handwrite the customer's name, and then I would put like what drinks they want, and all in coding, of course. How many syrups are in the cup, the drink, and then we would pass it on to the people who are actually making the drinks. And then obviously you have to, if it's cash or credit, coupon, there's sales, and then the coupons. It was just too much, and it's really annoying to be on cash register, in my opinion. My favorite part of Starbucks is making the drinks, because you just feel like you're in the, it's like an assembly line, you know what I mean? Like the person writes the drinks and pass it on. If it's hot, then the person that's on the hot side does it. If it's cold or like a refresher, the person on the frappuccino and the refresher side would do the drinks. Cashier would usually have like coffees and teas like right behind them, so they would do, or like heating up the food. That's another thing being on cash register, because you have to do coffee, you have to do teas, and then if they ask for like a bagel or a croissant or whatever, you have to warm that up as well. So that part I don't like being on cashier. But yeah, so like I said, my favorite part was making the drinks. Making the drinks is pretty easy. The first day I started, they gave you like a booklet for you to like read and get familiar with the drinks and how many syrups and how many um scoops of X, Y, and Z needs to go into the cup to make certain type of drinks, how to level. It literally goes through it with you, so you have to read, take notes. Um, but honestly, if you're a hands-on person, you will learn quicker and better watching and making the drinks, if you get what I'm saying. So for me, I was getting bored reading the book because I had to read the book for like 1 or 2 days before actually going in to make the drinks. So I got tired of the book because I really that's not how I retain stuff or focus stuff or learn stuff, if you get what I'm saying. I'm more of a hands-on person. So yeah, so once I got into the making of these drinks, I fell in love. I was like, this is where I want to be forever and ever and ever. So the most important thing about making the drinks is you got to pay attention to the level of pouring, like the pouring level. Like if you're making refresher, like don't go overboard because it will kind of taste not better but different. You gotta pay attention to the scoop of icing. It's really technical, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know if you guys seen people when they're making the refreshers. Some people just use the cup itself, as in like the Starbucks cup, and then they just pour the drink and then ice and then just give it to the customers. While other people use like the shakers, and then they would pour the ice and then the X, Y, and Z into the shaker, shake it, and then pour it into the Starbucks cup. There's a big difference. I'm not trying to be like the anal type of person to like literally like do as told by the book, but there is a big difference in my opinion. Um but yeah, there's not too much to talk about in Starbucks because it's more of like a drink making, because once you get the hang of the drinks, it's literally easy, literally easy. um I guess we could talk about pay is minimum. So whatever your state, um how do I say this? Whatever your state minimum wages. I literally just don't know. But whatever your state's minimum wages, that's basically how much they pay. And if you have experience, they go like 50 cents or like $1 more. Not too much. Um but yeah, so we do have tips. So I don't know. I think every Starbucks works this way, but they do have like a tip jar, and then they separate it by whoever is on that shift, if you know what I'm saying. So that's how it goes. Like if you're a morning shift, before you leave at 3 p.m., then you would separate separate the tips for whoever worked that shift. So if somebody just came in, they don't get that until their shift ends, if that makes sense. Yeah, so before we didn't have to claim the tips, but after a while you did have to claim it. Some people did, some people didn't. Not my business to spill tea. I did not claim my tips because why am I claiming, like, God forbid if we have a slow night, why am I claiming $5? Like, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, so that's one part. You do have to claim the tips. I'm not too sure about now. I'm pretty sure you do have to claim the tips. Um what's that? Uniform wise, casual, comfortable shoes, of course, because you'll be on your feet all day, working, moving, throwing out the trash, restocking, handing it to customers. So comfortable shoes is a must. Always have your apron, your name tag. That's a must. Hair back, ponytail bun, away from your face. I don't know if some people use hair nets, but I don't think you're supposed to. Some do. Um, What else? Besides the drink making, which is like the most challenging, getting to know the drinks, and then the cashier, because yeah, those two are the most challenging. But besides that, if you get the hang of it, it's a pretty easy and fun job, to be honest with you. When you have like a laid back season, like a laid back time during the day, it's good because you can catch up with your coworkers or whatever. It's a really fun job. I'm not even gonna hold it down to you. You get to taste every drink that comes in. And if you make extra drinks, you get to drink it. I don't know. You get discounts on food and drinks if you're taking your break and you're buying stuff, you get hungry, whatever, you could do that. What else? I think that's it. But the Starbucks I worked at, we had a problem with their manager. Not only would she steal our tips, but she was nowhere to be found. I don't know about you guys, but like some managers, you have the laid back managers where like they're cool, but they don't hassle you or harass you or like micromanage you. And then you just have the I don't give a fuck managers. That's the one we had. She really didn't care. Like, stuff be going down. You would think she was in her office. Girl is out shopping. I'm just like, yo, must be nice to be a manager and just shop all day long. Meanwhile, she's taking our tips as well. Like, we would separate it and then she would take her portion. And I'm just like, girl, no, you didn't work for this. You did not work for this. But like I said, the best time to apply to a Starbucks franchise or Starbucks in general is during the holidays, because one, they need people. Hours are extended, obviously, and it's very, 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 very busy. So, and plus you need to be able to pick up the pace if you're trying to work during the holiday. So if I were you, I would start applying September, October, so that way when Thanksgiving comes, they lock you in for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, New Year's, because those holidays, they spike up. So another point of view I want to point to you guys, like I'm so like out of it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like my brain is literally starting to like function properly after giving birth. So then again, my brain never really functioned properly, so I'm not even gonna justify that. But another point I want to come across is the secret menu. Starbucks does not have an official secret menu. So whoever is telling you guys that there's a secret menu, we don't have it. But if you do find a drink that you would like to try and it's not in the original menu that we have, you can always ask a cashier if they could make it. If we have those ingredients, we could definitely make it for you guys. But like I said, we do not have a secret menu, so don't ask us for any unseen or uncommon drinks, because we literally don't have a secret menu that we follow, if you get what I'm saying. Like we don't have a book for it. But if you do find a drink that you want to try, and all you have to do is ask the cashier if we have these ingredients, and we'll make it for you guys. That's for sure. Yes, you can apply, you can get the job without any experience. Yeah, always be on time. Lateness is a problem. They don't like that. Also, working at, I don't know about not the franchise, but working at the actual Starbucks, you do get what is it, education, like tuition help or something like that, tuition reimbursement. So look into that as well. I don't know if that changed, but yeah. So that's pretty much it. I just like chattered I literally just chattered, but if you guys want more, let me know. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I will be happy to answer them for you guys. But yes, if there's one job that I will go back to if I could, I mean I can, but if there's one job that I can go back to, would have to be Starbucks, hands down. Hands down, it would have to be Starbucks. Not only is like it's fun making the drinks, but you get to meet like really good, nice people working with you sometimes. The drinks are bomb. They're very sugary, but they're good. You get to try out all the new snacks, food, drinks, everything you get to try out. Not only that, just making them are fun. But my thing is like during the holiday, it gets very busy and they do stack up. So if you've seen a Starbucks line during the holidays, it's madness. But I will go back in a heartbeat. But our Starbucks didn't have a drive-through, like I said, because we were in Macy's. So literally our lines would like wrap around and sometimes go down to like the jewelry or shoe sections. Not too bad, but like they would just go like, so it'd be crazy. Yeah, it gets crazy during the holidays, especially if you're in a franchise because there's not enough room. I'm sure the actual Starbucks gets busy as well, maybe more, but because like you're already in a Starbucks house location, if that makes sense, you're not like interrupting other people's movements. That kind of like differs it. Plus there's many Starbucks around, so but yeah, so if you guys like this video, comment down below. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, I will answer them down below. And stay tuned for the next video. And thank you guys for listening to me ramble because I just be talking. And half the time I don't get my point across until like I'm done filming and editing it. And I'm like, shoot, I forgot to say X, Y, and Z. So if that happens, I will be adding them like in bullet points around the video. If it happens. If not, I'll be posting in the comments. Bye.